guys.
Hi.
Two of my favourite people in Shopify e-commerce are sat on this stage. So it's my pleasure to introduce Nathan and Rebecca from Rainy City and Quickfire. So one thing that we spoke about a lot is the marketing tools and tactics that we could employ to be able to get better CPAs, higher AOVs, higher lifetime value. But really, when we talk about the efficiency of advertising, one thing that we really do need to mention is conversion rate, and the website and its performance. So without talking about the journey and the user journey that customers go on, it'd be really difficult to talk about creative. So one thing that we wanted to discuss first is really your thoughts, both of you, on the difference between what a customer might click through on, so an email marketing campaign or an advertising via Meta or Google, and then through to what they might get on the website, and what challenges you see when those two things are disconnected.
Yeah, I think making sure that it's really consistent across your platform. So when you are putting out your advertising message, that's translating through to your website as well. And I think one of the most important things still is when people are sending traffic is, rather than just sending it traditionally to like a product page, maybe think about sending it to a pre-sale landing page or something where you can do a bit more storytelling. You can be a bit more softer in that approach as well, of getting people to really understand the brand a little bit more, and rather than just going in for that cold, hard sell straight away.
Amazing. And Nathan?
Yeah, for me it's about relevance, so hyper-relevance. How can we make sure that the ad feels like I'm talking just to you, not to 1,000 people, and then take them to the landing page? I want you to feel like you're talking to me, you understand my pain points, my needs, and then just all the way through. We need to obsess about conversion, right from click-through, through to website, through to post-purchase. I know, Penny Black, wherever you are, you're speaking later, like, about unboxing. Like, we focus too much on, oh, I've gotten to the website, amazing, well done me. That's just a start, right? Now make that website sweat as hard as it can. And then unboxing, are we getting them to join a subscription or join a membership? There's so much conversion, not just is the website doing its thing.
Oh, 100%. And that's why the team at Rebuy are here, and they've got a great app for things like cross-sell, upsell on checkout, for example. So you've done this with, both of you have done this with hundreds of brands. So I'm sure this is going to be an extremely hard question to ask, but could you give us a case study as maybe some of the favourite brands that you've worked with? Go for it, Nathan. Do you want to start this one?
Yeah, for sure. So for us, we recently just relaunched Beavertown, their new website, and Juicy Couture, Hunter Boots, like some lovely brands. The big thing that sticks out when I look at brands that have succeeded versus struggled is they're prepared to listen. Like, if you want an agency to just go and do tasks, there's no problem with that, but we're not the agency for you. If you want someone to push back and say, look, on all these other brands, this is what we did and worked, you might want to consider that, and actually let's work collectively as a partnership, we're all for you. We'd love to chat, okay? So it's, you kind of, the e-com person says, we'd love a proactive agency. As soon as you do proactivity, like, no, we want you to work on this list here. But if that's the case, no problem, but don't spend your money on a UK agency. If you want someone that's going to actually be a partner and think for you as well as with you, then that's where we come in. And that's where Beavertown, Juicy, etc. have really benefited.
Thank you. Rebecca?
Yeah, I think it's so true. It's all about that proactive partnership with brands and being there as like the strategic advice while you are doing the design and development. A lot of the brands that we work with are in like the health, beauty and wellness space, and one of our favourite brands is a US natural organic skincare company, and we've worked with them from the beginning when they started on like 20k a month, and now this year they're on track to do 66 mil.
Wow.
So it's like
I heard a few visceral
everyone running to the back of the
crowd.
room just signing up.
Yeah.
Like, we'll have a bit of that.
Someone woke up. Yeah.
and,
Again.
And how did you do that, Rebecca?
So, I mean, when I first started working with them, I was on like a freelancer platform. It was just me, you know, they were talking like 5-6 years ago now. And it was the work that we did of migrating them across to Shopify Plus, redesigning all the PDPs, but then also coupled with all the Facebook and Instagram ads we did for them as well. So yeah, one of our favourite success stories.
And I'm not surprised.
Just mic drops.
Yeah, we could have just ended it there. But that's great, and over a longer period of time, really needed. And CRO is something over long periods of time that you get better and better at. But my question is, coming into Q4 and Black Friday, Cyber Monday, do you have any quick tricks of the trade that you'd like to share? So, Rebecca?
I think it's really just like stress testing the website, like making sure that you've looked at the whole funnel from like start to finish, making sure that your tech stack's up to scratch and you're not having like any excess or bloated code in there, and really making sure that you're going to maximize the traffic that's coming through as well. So are you really optimizing that conversion funnel from start to finish? The last thing you want to do is kind of waste that traffic. But I think also stay true to yourself as a brand, because you know, you don't have to jump on the bandwagon of Black Friday and Cyber Monday if that's not something that resonates with you and your customers. If you want to step against it, then, you know, be strong and do so.
Oh, I love that, Nathan.
Yeah, Beck's hit the nail on the head, right? It's about authenticity. You can see a mile off where you're like, you're not a brand that does Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Go and create your own event. Yeah, don't just piggyback on everyone else just because it's the done thing. We have so much of this like sheep mentality of, oh, we've got to do it because it's Black Friday. If that doesn't resonate with your brand, stay away and invest your efforts in something else. So I see so many brands giving on Black Friday, like just charitable things, and actually everyone's going to purchase, going to make a contribution. If that aligns to you, be true to you. Don't just suddenly say, oh, buy before midnight and get it, I don't know, 50% off. Well, that can really devalue and damage the brand. So just be true and authentic to you.
I mean, that's a great point. We're seeing a massive rise in trends in like Green Friday, where discounts are all throughout the month, so there's no real rush. It's also better for cash flow. So lastly, my last question to you is we've got some incredible tech sponsors that we've vetted, that we've been on calls with, that we've done demos with. Me and Tash could probably pitch all of them ourselves. So I would love to get your thoughts on tech stack and what your recommendations are for brands. And then just really, in a world with so many of them, how you would choose the best ones.
Should I
go? Beck, go on.
Sorry.
I know you're ready.
I think always for us, when we're doing like a big full build project, it's always going through that discovery phase first. So really understanding the functionality that they have, what they want, what they need, and how that can help get them there. I think there's obviously so many good apps, and it really comes down to like the ones that you're using frequently. I think from an agency point of view, you really then get to know how it works, what the benefits are, and how you can really push, the site's revenue for them. Like some of our favourites, like rebuy reviews, and they're the ones that we really like hone in on when we are pitching for projects.
Amazing.
To me, this is where the agency earns its crust, and this is where you use an agency versus a freelancer, is when someone will say, no, you don't need 1,000 apps, right? You don't need to use every single app because your mate at the pub used it and it had great success. You need the apps that are right for you and your brand. So, okay, what are you going to use for segmentation or personalization? Okay, you might use Rebuy. Fantastic. Okay, what are you going to use for reviews? What are you going to use for UGC? Shipping, the list goes on, but have a direct business case for every single app. You will not believe the amount of sites I go to. The biggest problem are the site's not performing very well. Oh, why? Oh, 1,000 apps. Oh, amazing. Like, how about we address that problem? Why? Oh, I installed this and then I uninstalled it, but I've left all the code in there. I've just pressed uninstall and it's still there. Like, It's not just in installing the app. You've still got loads of code hanging around. Like, be really purposeful about, this is the app I'm going to use and this is why, and if I'm not going to use it, this is why I'm not going to use it, and I'm going to switch to something else.
Amazing. So if all the brands in the room, it seems like intent is the biggest thing here. And you're right, things like adding apps for no reason, you have to actually look. But I think that's why we go through such an amazing vetting process. And the ones that you mentioned are actually here, so which is great. So thank you so much, Nathan, Rebecca, for the panel. And we're really excited to have you here today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.